7 people have already fallen and cracked their heads outside of my apartment.
Instead of what?
And because I didn't shovel.
Dude, is that a real thing?
So it's all your fault.
Dude, my dad has beat that into me since I was a kid. Like you got to go shovel or else someone's going to fall and sue us. And I'm like, God damn, I don't want to get sued.
It doesn't feel like it should be a real thing. Like, I can't set up like a grill on the sidewalk. It's public property. But I'm responsible
if you
for
slip,
shoveling it and you slip. What the fuck is
like
that?
Fucking break your hip. Get the fuck out of my
crazy.
face. It's like I'm not paying for this.
Learn to walk.
Yeah.
You ever have a tree on your sidewalk line? You can't cut it. You have to call people to cut it.
What do you mean?
Like if you have a
roots or
tree
some shit.
that is like either hanging really low or it's just bothering you in some way, you can't trim it or cut it yourself.
Oh, I'm cutting it. I'm not going through the man to cut my tree.
I know, but you're supposed to go through the man, and that's crazy.
Fuck
if it
man.
is true that you're responsible for the snow on your sidewalk, then that's crazy.
Yeah, but then it's also like I shovel my path, and I'm walking down the block, and there's only one douche that didn't shovel. It's like everywhere's
always
this
that
guy,
one
and it's like,
douche.
can I just fall in front of this guy and sue him because he's being a dick? Like
Let
we all did our part.
Let him
Like,
learn
I
his
don't want to
lesson.
stomp through this
Let him learn
fucking
his
snow.
lesson.
You ever
I got
go out-
snow in my ankles.
You ever go out to parts of Long Island where you're just walking on a sidewalk and then it just ends?
I don't think are
And
there
it's
sidewalks
just,
in
and
Long
it's
Island.
just someone's like grassy patch,
Yeah,
and
it's-
you're like, am I supposed to walk on
think-
the road?
Yeah, am
or
I
what?
trespassing right
I
now? Is
think-
this someone's front lawn?
I think the better question is, you ever been to Long Island and walked on a sidewalk? Because
Yeah, that's
you
what I'm
have
saying.
never seen it.
No.
Never seen it.
When you're talking about deep Long Island now, I'm
Yeah.
talking about they have sidewalks when
You're probably talking
every
about
once
Long
in a while.
Island. That's not even considered Long Island. It's just like very far.
Talk
Queens.
about shoveling. Those people just don't shovel, right? Or they have
they have like
snow
snowblowers that they
blowers.
sit on.
yeah, they have like the John Deere fucking snowblower.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to have one of those like just sit on top lawn mowers or snow blowers. I've never mowed a lawn ever.
Right, it shows.
Because I mean I have a rock lawn in my house growing up, so I like pulled weeds. That's the most of my gardening experience.
Dude, man,
Well, you're lucky.
fucking pulling weeds is the worst fucking thing. in the
I
world.
just never understood the lawn. Like it's so weird. It's such a I think we talked about this a few episodes, but it's such a weird.
I don't think so.
It's such a weird flex. And it's such a weird like thing that we do. Like, oh, here's my patch of grass, and I'm gonna keep it and make it better than Dave's patch of
Yeah,
grass.
it's like
that's very strange.
It's this weird stay-at-home dad's dick measuring competition.
Yeah, exactly.
On my block, everyone has like a small little front lawn and a backyard, and what everyone does with their backyard is different. Like what you want to do, cement or grass. But I remember the guy who lived right next door to me on the left. He was insane about the grass. Like, and I remember if I jumped over, he didn't care. I remember if I was playing like baseball, I'd jump over the fence to get my ball back, or a soccer ball, he wouldn't care. He's like, oh yeah, it's no problem, no, Martin, just try to keep off the grass. I'm like, yeah, I try to, but the fucking ball, I don't control where it lands. His son though, oh my God.
Yeah, he can't beat you. He can beat his
Yeah,
kid.
he would fucking, Anthony, what are you doing on the grass? I'm like, oh my G. Oh, Anthony, get the fuck back
So
in
that
the
means
house,
that
man.
means when he was like, oh yeah, Martin, get your ball, but keep off the
Yeah,
grass.
Like, I
he
would
was
see
like,
the vein in his
yeah, he
head, like,
was
hey, Martin, it's okay,
he was
but
like-
try
he was-
to keep off.
he's gonna deflate that fucking
It's so
ball.
strange. I think it is a competition in a lot of places. One of my family friends was in like this kind of silent war of attrition between grasses,
Cold
and
War?
they're trying. Yeah, it's like a cold war, and they're slowly doing like slights at each other. And one day he saw the guy with like what looked like a spray gun for like pesticides or whatever, and he went over, and it was actually like a coloring. Like it was like people like synthetically color the grass if it's getting brown. And so he was coloring it like greener.
He was cheating.
And the guy just went over and was like, so you're doping, huh?
yeah.
You're cheating.
That's
You're
peanuts.
coloring your grass.
That's
Oh my
peds, man.
God.
Dude, that's like fucking steroids.
PhDs, man.
Yeah, fucking get him out of here.
But I mean, this man was so invested in this that he went out in the middle of the night and colored his grass. It's very strange.
I mean,
insane.
It's a psychotic activity.
At least he had a nice spray can, not like fucking like a paintbrush, being really artsy about
Never
it.
seen or heard of anything crazy like that. I do remember the kid, like when he would run around the backyard, before he would go back inside, he would take the hose and water the
Yeah,
grass.
make sure it doesn't look
to
like
make
footprints
it
or some
doesn't, like,
shit.
Footprints, like it's like dying down. I gotta bring it back up.
Dude, if I ever get to like the point where I'm like mowing my lawn and spraying my grass green, just shoot me. It's not me anymore.
Yeah,
like
for
I've
real.
grown up to be the person I don't want to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And just get rid of me.
I don't want a lawn. Anti-lawn club.
Anti-lawn club. Not going to Long Island.
No Long Island.
I did cut grass for a living once.
Didn't you used to come around back in the old days? Didn't you come
Back in
around
the
like
days.
shoveling too?
Oh yeah, I would,
Weren't you the kid that like was
man.
like, give me $5, I'll shovel your lawn?
$5, forget about that. Maybe when I was like 7 years old and first started off shoveling, I didn't know anything better.
Yeah, you were getting scammed. Man.
Yeah, scammed. And then one time I found a house and they were like, oh yeah, me and my friend were like, we'll shovel. And this was like a blizzard. Like, yeah, we'll shovel your house. They're like, oh yeah, we'll give you $150. We're like, cool, $75 each. That's nice. And they're like, yeah, each. We're like, whoa, that's $300 like off one house.
Wait,
like,
hold on. Okay.
$150 each. Holy, like what? Like
Yeah.
we were taking $20, $30 a head for the same work for the same houses 2 blocks away.
Oh, you're saying that like
until we hit that house and that opened our eyes. We're like, wow, Jesus Christ! We did the numbers. Like, yo, we were at that house for like a few hours. If we could just get 2 or 3 houses like that a day, that's like $450 a day. That's more than a normal days of work at a like normal like $20 an hour job.
Martin was learning economics and sales at the age of 15, man. He was like, we don't have to
have a
shovel
feeling-
10 houses.
I have a feeling that he's about to be learning about decimal points. Because
No.
Was it $1.50?
No. The point was that he was shuffling 10 houses for $20 a pop.
Oh, it actually
Yeah.
was $1.50. I thought the story was going to the place where like it was like $1.50 each, and it was actually just $1.50.
That's where I
and it was
thought-
just some old woman.
No.
That's what dude, that happened to fucking me and Robert. Me and Robert, our neighbor, popped his little head over like the wall. And he was like, you guys want to help me move a couch? And he was like, I'll give you $5. And I was like, all right. There was some wording where I thought we were getting $5 each at least, and we was like, this is like diner money. We get a coffee, some eggs, and like So we did it, and he handed us like $4.50 between the both of us in coins, and I was like, God damn it, guy.
Yeah, I've had people do that too.
This is slave labor.
We told him. He told us, oh yeah. He looks at the two of us. He's like, yeah, I'll give you guys 20 like that. And then we finished. We're like, all right, it was just to dig a car out. So it was like, yeah, it's like 5 minutes of work, $20 each. That's dope. And he comes back, he's literally holding the 20. I was like, no, sir, it's 2 of us. So that's 20 each. Like I would tell people like, nah, if you're paying,
Wow,
it's
so that one
each,
house got
it's
you
each.
throw you balls. Huh?
So that one house taught me a lot. I was like, wow, I was doing the same work for $40 and split it.
Yeah, he could at least given you 2 10s. It's like, how am I going to split this?
That's
What
when
am
I was
do
like,
with this?
wow, yo. Next, I remember walked a few blocks over, and they were like, oh, how much you guys gonna take? I looked at my friend, and I was like, all right, let's
$250.
let's try this method. It was a little bit smaller of a house, so I said 75 each. She was like, deal. I'm like, what? She didn't even argue either.
Gotta ask.
It was like, you should bump up and that's what we kept doing. We were just giving like bumping up the numbers. Like, yo, let's stop this $20 a head and shit.
You should have
and
just
bump
kept
up the
Some
numbers.
old people just don't understand the value of money.
It's
Like
not
you
that.
ever have a grandma that like she's like, oh yeah, this is for you, and she
Yeah,
slides you
I
over,
do.
and it's like
I do.
$2.50.
Yeah.
Like I can't even get on the bus with this
It's like,
grandma.
yeah, it's like
Fucking, I don't know. Buy fucking those horrible hard candies that you like.
dude, it's
What am I supposed to do with this? They're $2.50. Like what the fuck? It means make it $5.
the
Please.
Bus is like $275 now, right?
Yeah. She thinks I can buy a
not even
fucking like down payment on a house with
Yeah,
this.
she
She's
was like,
like,
this
don't
is-
spend it all in one place.
this is
You
what
ever heard
I
of
put-
inflation, grandma?
Dude, I had an aunt, same thing. She handed me like $2. She was like, go get lunch. I was like, at the candy shop? Where am I getting lunch? Like, this isn't sustenance.
It's not,
It's like, I
not
literally
right.
said, because I was a kid, I was like, I need more than this. She was like, what? You don't need more than this? I was like, okay, I understood. I pushed a button here somewhere. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna starve.